Every couple needs to understand marriage is an institution designed by God, whereby one man and one woman are joined together to become one flesh. Marriage is God's plan. He wants to unify two individuals to become one mature and loyal team, committed to the purpose of loving each other for a lifetime. God created a process for couples to build a friendship, a companionship, a relationship. It's time for us to stop limiting the Word of God. And it's time to begin using it as a certified blueprint for a successful marriage. Your marriage plan must include a solid foundation in which the constructed house can become an ideal home that will stand the test of time. Live your dream.
Made us one, so our hearts can be together. God made us one, you and me forever. God made us one, so our hearts can be together. God made us one, you and me forever.
We have identified 7 stages of the relationship process. 1, the informal stage. 2, the friendship stage. 3, the in love stage. 4, the courtship, dating, engagement stage. 5, the reality stage. 6, the focus stage. And 7, the genuine love stage.
The informal stage. Unplanned, infrequent, and informal communications occur. These occurrences usually take place by happenstance, and conversations should include information related to everyday life events, news stories, or business dealings. These interactions usually take place when they meet in traditional or public settings and should be brief in nature. It is important to note that neither party is seeking a relationship during this stage.
So basically, this is a casual acquaintance.
Yeah, it's a personal thing, but it's no personal conversation. It's not really digging down to who you are and trying to find out what you're all about. It's just, you're a nice person. Thank you for speaking to me, and I'll see you tomorrow.
The friendship stage. The two individuals are communicating on purpose with a specific end goal of becoming friends. These interactions include only the individuals that each feels free to be their authentic selves around. Individuals who they support and are supported by, and individuals that they can be open with and trust without fear of their confidentiality being betrayed.
Well, actually, no, looking at recognized friendship, it's a point in the relationship where somebody makes a personal choice in order to open themselves up to take the relationship to a next level by choice.
Two people are making a choice to spend quality time together in order to find out more information about each other.
Here we're looking for, I want to know about your core values. I want to know about what type of person you are. I've got to find what's your personality type. Actually, now I just got to look a little bit deeper, is because now we're just going to open up our conversations and we don't have to be so tight.
So right now, I guess we could say this is like data gathering in a relationship. This is where you learn about each other. You learn about what things this person likes. You learn some of their shortcomings. You learn their core values. You learn how they were raised, what's important to them. This is the stage where you really are able to be your authentic self. And really, in this stage, you develop loyalty as a friend.
With that friendship, as you progress, what you're looking for a little bit is this individual really compatible with me? You know, is that their vibe? Is there that connection that I'm looking for for a future spouse? And if it's so, then you reach a stage in the friendship or stage where you actually got to sit down and talk about, do we remain friends or do we take this to another level?
So, in other words, this feeling or the desire to take this friendship to another level has to be reciprocated.
Yes. Actually, that's the main thing, is because I can want to marry you, but if you're not interested in me, if you just want to be friends, then it can't go nowhere. The in love stage. Caring and calculated communications take place about pleasures, happiness, future dreams, and the things that fulfill everyone. Some people temporarily substitute reality with emotions and role play instead of being totally, forthrightly transparent.
In this in love stage, two people choose to take their friendship to another level. There's an attraction that's different from just a friendship. There's an adoration. There's an intense desire to want to get to know the person on a more intimate level.
Right, like you know, and in love is very dangerous because it's an emotional desire. And we've got to be really careful with the emotional desire. Over time, we've got to see, is this in love or is this just infatuation?
Because a lot of people are actually, what they're in love with is the idea of being in love.
My Lord.
Some people desire to be in love, to feel that emotion, that adoration for that other person, that they fail to see who that person really is. But in their mind, there's an idea of being in love or infatuated.
And the big thing here is in love, you're living in the moment. You know, you're not focusing on the future and what lies ahead. Is you're just caught up in the moment. You know, what do I have to do in order to make this person happy right now? What do I have to do to make this person like me a whole lot? And even if they don't like me, guess what? I'm just set on you.
So you're driven by your emotions, and you really cannot see this person's flaws, and you can't see this person's shortcomings. You're really blind to who that person really is because you're driven by your emotions.
I'm just so enamored by who you are, what you are, how you look. Yeah. Like saying, and so that's what makes it so dangerous, is that in love stage, it can be a beautiful thing being in love, but not when you are not in your right mind.
Not when you're blind to a person's flaws that may be detrimental.
Right.
So the in love stage can be good and it can be bad, but we've got to go past just the superficial.
Right. Actually, it's because in the in love stage, you can lack good judgment. Like I say, it's people get in love and they can't see anything but what they want to see. But they're just so enamored by the individual is they actually become deaf to the words from outside because of what they're feeling on the inside.
And you've got to accept the truth.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Like I said, it's so hard to accept the truth when you're in love because I really want it. Sometimes we just got to dig down and open our eyes and look at the facts. I don't care what my feelings are saying. I don't care how good he make me feel when he's around or how good she make me feel. I want to know that this is the person that's compatible with me, that I can live the rest of my life with in peace.
So we can work towards a common goal.
It's a gamble to marry somebody while you're in love because, we're going to see with this next stage, if you don't know that real individual, you're going to marry a dream. You're going to marry sometimes a fairy tale.
Courtship, dating, and engagement. Honest and transparent communications take place about future expectations, goals, and family values as both individuals search for affirmations to verify if the two of them are compatible.
Okay, so we enter into the courtship phase or the dating phase, as some people call it, or engagement. You know, dating is all about discovery. This is the discovery stage. This is that midpoint. Here in this stage, the two individuals, they purposely spend more time together, intentional time to learn about one another to see if they're compatible.
So these are the romantic appointments designed to see if the two individuals can be in love and accept the person for who they are.
Yeah, and one thing that you have to understand about the dating or the engagement stage is a time of exclusiveness. It's where these two people, they say, it's me and you. We are going to work on a relationship to see if we're compatible, and there's no more other boyfriend or other girlfriend or other relationships. Is exclusively those two individuals.
No more people on the side going out, but this is a romantic, you're having romantic appointments just to help the relationship grow and see if it could lead to something better.
You got to invest more time into the relationship. And the more time you invest is the more that you'll get to understand your prospective spouse.
And it's also critical that each person, when they're around their prospective spouse, that they're their authentic self.
Yes. Like I said, that's going to be very key.
Because you want to know, what are the flaws? Can I live with these flaws? Or are they too much?
If you're going to get along, then guess what? You have to speak the same language.
And you got to study your spouse. You got to study your partner.
Yes.
And you got to make a conscious effort to want to please them. I need to have a desire to want to compliment,
That's right.
to please, to make better.
That's right. And in this stage here, you're building and establishing trust. Because in the friendship stage is we're getting a lot of these things out of the way. And you know, one thing that I've learned over the years, it's easier when you marry a friend.
In the friendship stage, you can determine as you move on to the dating stage whether I can deal with certain things or whether I'm not willing to make those adjustments.
Now, I did laugh because in the courtship stage, you gotta understand that person is on their best behavior. Oh yeah, they're trying to get you. They're trying to lock in, and they're trying to seal the deal, and so they're gonna be on their best behavior. And that's where people got to really be careful, is because now you're seeing this individual at their very best.
The more time you spend with your soon-to-be spouse, you will find out more things. It's another form of discovery.
Yes.
More things, the more time you spend with someone, it's going to help you see more sides to that person.
Right. And that's why you got to take the time. Like again, we say is dating is discovery. And what you're trying to discover is if the two of you are compatible. See, what you don't want to do, you don't want to rush into the relationship and get the wrong person.
Right.
You want to take your time. See, when you start making forever decisions, or what we call it, when you make forever decisions, you take your time and make sure that I have made the right decision. Reality stage. True and transparent communications take place about expected responsibilities, personality differences, acceptable values, and core values as genuine expectations begin to manifest themselves.
So in this reality stage, this is a time and a season when the real you is revealed.
That's correct.
This is the point where your person that you are dating really sees you for who you are.
That's correct.
The true, authentic person, their flaws are revealed, the things that the strengths are revealed, their weaknesses, and in this stage, the real person is revealed to be either acceptable to move on in a relationship, or in this stage, the other person, the spouse to be, decides, I can't deal with some of the flaws.
That's right. That's right. And the key on this stage is to get comfortable. So you see, I don't want to move my relationship into a definite commitment until an individual gets comfortable being around you.
Right.
See, when an individual gets comfortable being around you, then they can be their true self. And you want that. Like I said, a lot of people, they want to live in the dream world, the fairy tale world. But no, is the key here in stage 5 is you want that individual to be real. And when they're comfortable, they take down their guards, they take off the cloaks, they take off the mask, and you get a chance to see that individual as they really are. Amen?
You need to see if this person, if they're moody, if they have moods, can I deal with this mood? Can I deal with these moods?
Yeah.
How can I adjust and help this person? Because see, reality is the acceptance stage.
Right. And the person that's in a relationship with you, they really need to accept you for who you are.
You need to see other things such as, when you first met that person, they seemed like they had everything together. They were paying their bills. But time has a way of revealing everything. Through time, you'll be able to see if this person has problems with credit, if this person doesn't like to go to work.
That's right.
If this person doesn't like getting up in the morning. Is this person a night person? Is this person a morning person? Does this person really have dreams and goals? Can we work together and accomplish some common goals?
Yeah.
Can we build a marriage?
Right. Like I said, you want to see the person at their best. You want to see them at their worst. Because marriage is going to bring out both.
Yes.
In individuals. Not on purpose.
Yes. In the reality stage, the tough questions need to be asked.
Yeah. Marriage is for mature adults. Don't take it lightly.
In this reality stage, you will see if the person that you are planning on making a life with, is this person willing to transition from being single to being married? It's two totally different things. A lot of people are happy in their singleness and they want to take this into marriage, and that cannot happen. Focus stage. Conscientious and comprehensive communications take place about commitment, unity, sacrifices, and challenges as each person agrees to extend the courtship marriage.
It's a point in time in a relationship where individuals begin to strengthen their own shortcomings, and they begin to work on the things that they need to work on in order to get ready to be one with their spouse.
Yes, the responsibility of everyone is for each one of us to work on ourselves. It's not to develop a checklist of what I want, but it's I need to work on myself. I need to strengthen my shortcomings. I need to improve my flaws.
That's right. Actually, because good marriages are developed intentionally and on purpose. You see, I've got to become a Lisaologist. Actually, that's the thing, is I've got to begin to study the spouse, my spouse. And if I'm studying my spouse and I'm working on me, then that means that, hey, I'm doing things in order to better our relationships.
Yes, and I've got to be in agreement. I've got to take on the study of Lenard. What is pleasing to my spouse?
That's right.
What can I do to help him? Because we've got to realize marriage is meant to complement each other. How can I strengthen my spouse? How
That's
can
right.
I build him up? And in the end, we're both built up.
How many people focus on spouseology? Actually, where I intentionally learn and continually learn about the individual that I am either preparing to marry Or if I'm married already, is I am intentionally learning about the individual that I committed the rest of my life to.
Yes, I've got to want to put in the work.
Right.
I've got to want to put in the work to study my spouse. And I've got to want to put in the work to help me become the person that he needs to be. Because what we have to realize is if I improve my flaws, then I'm making my spouse look better. I'm improving and I'm building our marriage. I'm not going to tear it down, but I'm going to build by the choices that I make.
That's right.
By me being intentional and trying to improve myself, I'm going to help this marriage that we're building. Because we've got to realize if you can fall in love, you can also fall out of love.
Yes.
This is a conscious choice. I've got to do whatever it takes to stay in love and even to build on the love that I have for my spouse.
In the focus purposeship, I'm not looking at what type of changes my spouse has to make. I'm looking at what type of changes that me as an individual has to make.
I've got to work on being the best me so I can be the best me for my spouse.
That's right. Actually, and that's when we are in focus. The genuine love stage. Thorough and thoughtful communications take place about genuine feelings, personal stances, transparent point of views, pure thoughts, valid concerns, and behaviors.
So genuine love is this authentic love and affection that has developed over time. This genuine love is an acceptance of who your soon-to-be spouse is. This is an enduring love. This is the love that has accepted the flaws as well as the strengths and the weaknesses of your soon-to-be spouse. This genuine love doesn't look for anything in return.
It can be in marriage. It can be before marriage. But if you're going to have a successful marriage, is what you got to understand is you've got to get to this point.
And the critical part is this has to be a reciprocating feeling. Both people need to make the choice, the conscious choice, to have this genuine love.
That's right.
And if they decide there is no, this is not going to work. No, I'm going to work towards making this marriage successful.
If you do understand about love, agape love is sacrificial love. Actually, it's a love where you love that individual despite of their shortcomings. You have to genuinely love the individual you are going to commit the rest of your life to, because that's the only thing that's going to keep you there, keep you in the relationship, keep you out of divorce court when things don't go the way that you feel that they should go.
Yes, you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes to make your marriage better. This genuine love is an enduring love in spite of. This love wants to work to make the marriage better. So genuine love needs to be felt by both people.
That's right. Actually, hopefully you enjoyed this session with us. This is chapter 2 of Marriage Plans for Two, the 7 stages.
Thank you.
When Lisa and I got married in June of 1989, we were 2 inexperienced young adults with nothing but a passion for God and for each other. 30 plus years of marriage has provided us with the wisdom to share a few of the things we have learned. Marriage Plans for Two is a comprehensive guide designed to help couples gain the necessary knowledge to build a successful relationship before and after their wedding. Purchase a copy today. Invest in your tomorrow. Live your dream.